Alrighty, MythBusters time.
On this shipwrecked episode of MythBusters,
Jamie and I attempt to survive on a deserted island with nothing but a pallet of duct tape.
Oh
that's
god.
right, it's duct tape versus wild in the most extraordinary survival challenge in history.
Well, it's
Oh
been
my.
almost a full day without water. It's hard.
As Adam and Jamie take on Mother Nature
He made a hat.
using nothing but duct tape.
Ow. Back hurt, my stomach growls, and I'm thirsty.
Can they use it to collect water?
Why does everything have to be so difficult?
Can it stop them from starving?
They got a chicken? Oh my god.
And will it be sink or swim?
You're watching
for the
me?
ultimate great
Probably you're doing
escape?
fine. Oh my god, a boat?
How will this mythical material manage in this mother of all trials by tape?
Can two grown men get by on a deserted island without driving each other crazy?
I guess we'll find out.
Who are the Mythbusters? Adam Savage
That's disgusting.
and Jamie Heineman.
It's party time.
Party
Between
time.
them more than 30 years of special
Whee!
effects experience. Together with Brad
Dude,
Imahara,
MythBusters is so good.
Carrie Byron,
You've seen your last martini, 003.
and Tori Belleci. They don't just tell the myths, they put them to the test.
MythBusters.
Pack your shades and sun hat because it's time to get cast as castaways.
Duct Tape
What are
Island.
you so happy about?
I'm happy because I'm excited, and I'm excited because it's finally time for duct tape special number 3.
Well, hasn't let us down before. What do you have in mind?
I'm thinking it's time for us to do something truly spectacular.
What's the
We've already done
craziest
some
thing
amazing
you've made with duct tape? Or like tape?
stuff. We sailed a boat on San Francisco Bay made of duct tape. We traversed a 100-foot-long bridge made of duct tape.
I don't mind saying I'm
Oh, they did a bridge?
I stuck you to the ceiling. Fun for the whole family.
Exactly. So what are we going to do that's better than that?
Well, let's break it down and make a list of exactly what duct tape is good for.
Okay.
You can fix things, but
Yep.
then you can also build stuff, like you can make rope or sheet goods out of it. In fact, you can use duct tape to rescue just about any situation.
Stop right there. Rescue.
What are you thinking?
Oh, this is so good. What if you were stranded on a deserted island and you could choose only one material to bring with you? What would it be?
Duct tape.
Exactly. So we strand ourselves on a deserted island and all we have to survive is duct tape and duct tape alone.
Well, it's
You're locked in? Your mum was complaining to you about who cares? Oh no. You can slap someone on a wall? Yeah, just duct tape them to the wall.
certainly would be the ultimate test for duct
I
tape.
think there's some streamers that did that, right? Extra Emily, I think. What item would I bring to an island? Ooh, I don't know. It would be like a lighter or like some sort of hunting tool. I don't know. What about you? What would you bring?
Exactly.
As any castaway will tell you, staying alive on a deserted island is no mean feat. But could duct tape be the survival solution? Could this multifaceted mythical material
Yeah, they taped her ass to the wall. Indents from the duct tape. Oh my god. Jesus, you'll take a nuclear bomb. How are you gonna get that bomb to the island? Duct tape your problems on the wall with. You have your own brand of tape? Damn. It was already on the island. Yeah, but how are you gonna use it?
really come to the rescue and save your life?
How is it gonna help you in a abandoned island? You eat it. Alright, buddy.
So what's the plan?
Well, of course, first we'd have to be marooned,
You
stranded.
eat it. Oh my
And
god.
then we'd have to do all the things that you need to do, like find food, water, shelter to survive using only duct tape. And then I imagine we'd have to get off the island using only duct tape.
All out of
Well, what are we
bombs.
waiting
Yeah, because you're
Let's
eating
get
them all.
shipwrecked.
Okay.
To survive being marooned in the tropics, there are a series of life and death challenges that the Mythbusters, like any castaways,
So, what is this? Get water, catch food, SOS, a shelter, clothing, fire. Okay.
simply have to overcome. The only difference for Adam and Jamie is that they have to
You become
overcome them
Hulk or
using
what?
primarily duct tape. And to get started, there's two things they're going to need. First,
You already
a
are?
not-quite deserted tropical island. And second,
So where's the duct tape come from?
Alright, Hulk
I don't
boy,
know,
calm
maybe it
down.
washes up on the beach, like over there.
a conveniently inexhaustible supply of their favorite fabric.
With this much duct tape, we are set.
Yeah, we can build just
You're the
about
Red
anything
Hulk?
with this.
Totally.
So we got no food, we got no water.
Isn't he in the new Captain America movie?
We got no shelter. We do have duct tape. Somehow that's going to help us get all those things.
All right, that is the last 7 rolls. What's the total?
That's about 225 rolls.
Wow.
I figure that's about 8 miles of duct tape.
Looks like yours. Your duct tape? That's your duct tape right there? Adam and Jamie weren't even friends. They were just business partners? I mean, fair enough.
Well, that ought to be enough. Where should we begin?
Well, I figure the first thing we ought to do is signal for help.
Fair enough.
Just
The fact is,
co-workers?
if you do find yourself lost in the woods or on a deserted island, your odds of being found diminish the longer that you are gone. Therefore, one of your first and most primary tasks is to increase your ability to be detected
By a search party.
Our plan is to use all this.
To them, it's just work, right? No, explosive mines. They've known each other for so long. Why don't they consider each other good friends? I mean, they just saw this as work, so every day they just, like, you know, just saw it as work, and they didn't really connect out of work, right? It happens a lot. People just go to work, you know, just make connections within work, but then have another group of friends that is not work-related friends. Like Kaboom. That's sad. Yeah, but... yeah. Some people like having work friends and then having non-work friends.
This duct tape we've got to make a giant SOS signal. Hopefully somebody will see it if they're flying overhead and come rescue us.
Signaling for help is certainly an urgent challenge for any strandee.
Oh, the duct tape's acting like a sail.
I've seen you
But
for
in the-
more than like 30 days and you're cracking jokes with you. That's friends. But that's just how it is, yeah. Some people have work husbands and work wives. I don't understand that. That's kind of weird.
The tropical heat, it's also a dangerous one.
It's hot, and if it's windy, and if you're moving around a lot trying to do stuff with no water, it gets pretty uncomfortable pretty quickly.
And pretty soon, it's already too uncomfortable for Adam to continue.
Hey, Jamie.
Yeah.
It's weird. Yeah,
The sun is killing me.
it sounds
I'm gonna
weird.
have to stop this, otherwise I'm just gonna fry.
Okay.
Now, the sun and I, we have always had an agreement to disagree. I don't like him, and he doesn't like me.
Yeah, me
So
too.
if I'm gonna get any substantive work done,
What?
I'm gonna have to protect my head so that I can see and not get super sunburned.
this wind is brutal.
So while Jamie struggles on with the SOS,
He's making a hat.
Unless you want sandpaper, duct tape and sand aren't really an ideal mix.
No.
Adam turns Mythbusters
Very
milliner.
sticky.
Normally I don't go anywhere without my hat, but not surprisingly I don't have it today, so.
It's like someone really close to, who would be your husband slash wife if you weren't married. It's for sure cheating. Yeah, I don't know. That's weird as fuck. That's really weird. If your wife slash husband had a work husband slash wife, you're crashing the fuck out. Yeah, that's weird, man. That's weird. Very weird.
A duct tape hat, it is.
Duct tape hat.
It's a crucial change of course.
Milady.
Since sunstroke could seriously hinder Adam's health.
That's the first part.
Sun exposure is actually something to be avoided. Not only can UV rays burn skin, but even mild exposure can cause dizziness, nausea, and fever, all of which could compromise our desert island survival.
Which is why Adam's sticky Stetson
Oh, this is great.
is a tangent worth taking.
Milady?
Right, let's get back to work. I'm back.
Oh, nice hat.
Thank you.
With a reinvigorated Adam,
Yeah, we're talking.
it's not long before their giant
Duct
sign
tape
looms
hat, yeah.
large. And with other more pressing things on the agenda,
This is thirsty work.
the guys soon decide that their SOS is go, go, go.
Well, our SOS signal
Are they allowed to do that? To make an SOS? But they're not really in danger. Because they probably have, like... They have their backup crew already there with, like, bunches of water and food and shit. So are they really allowed to make an SOS? I guess they called it ahead, right? So they let everyone know it's like, hey, we're filming this on this island. We're gonna make this SOS. Please ignore, or something. Now he's a cowboy? Oh my god.
is nice and large, and most
He'll
importantly,
be dead in 2
it doesn't look like it
hours.
belongs here. It's unnatural, which is what you want to catch somebody's eye from a plane overhead. The only bad thing about the duct tape is that while it is slightly reflective, it's gray. It's not the most optimal thing to catch somebody's eye, but we're using what we have, so
Yep.
we'll have to do.
Covering 900 square feet and visible from 4 miles up, the giant duct tape SOS is a good start for our canny castaways. But task 2 is something that's
Find
much more
water.
do or die.
The next thing that is at the very top of our list is water.
Look,
We
I
need
found water.
fresh water, and we need it soon. Ow. Fan's hot. That means that we've either got to
Make some
it,
duct tape
or we gotta
shoes.
find it. One way or another, we got to be able to move around well to do that, and that means that we need shoes.
Yeah, duct tape
Here's the
shoes.
thing. This ground is really not very friendly. And if I were to puncture my feet, I could get an infection, I could get a parasite that would put me way out of commission and compromise my survival significantly.
Despite being tremendously thirsty, making shoes is another safety-first approach.
This looks like a good spot.
After all, going lame before finding water would be very bad news indeed.
I have no idea what I'm doing. I am making each step up as I go along, hoping that eventually this will be a wearable pair of feet protectors.
Oh, they're putting it sticks.
Quite
Oh,
honestly,
okay.
I have no idea.
Now, a long time ago, people discovered that leather was a great thing
Water
to
comes
make
before
shoes out of.
SOS.
I'm going for a Roman sandal type thing.
Me too.
As it happens, not long ago, in fact, we made a duct tape boat, and we found when we were working with it that it was
I mean, it is
very,
good to
very
get an
similar to
SOS
leather.
out as fast as
So,
possible, because you never
That
know.
means that duct tape is actually a perfect material to make shoes
You
out
never
of.
know when a plane is
Getting
gonna go
cautiously
past.
optimistic about these.
Because of the tape's leather-like qualities, the sandals take shape fast.
You remember what it used to be like in the summer when you got a new pair of sneakers?
You'd run really fast to the end of the lawn.
For
and you'd
free?
Run back again and you'd go, Mom, look how fast these shoes corner.
This isn't going to be like that.
Despite the tremendous tropical heat, the guys cobble their way through rips, twists,
Look at that.
Those grippers away.
and turns
Dude, check it out.
Wait, those are really good though.
until both sets of shoes are all set.
Ooh, I don't know about his ones.
Well, my shoes are completed. They're light, they're comfy. I'm not sure exactly how well they're gonna hold up, but the best part about their being made of duct tape is it doesn't matter. They're infinitely repairable.
Meanwhile,
Yeah. Oh
Johnny
god.
might
Oh
not
god.
know
Oh god.
Jimmy's shoes,
Ah!
but his shoes are also good enough for this catwalk.
Well, there we go.
Those look great. You know what I am?
What?
I'm freaking thirsty.
Well, let's go get some water.
All right.
With their footwear finished, the guys can finally begin the hunt for some H2O.
You're back on
Water's essential for
Final
life.
Fantasy 14.
A person
Ooh.
can go
Are you
for
grinding
about
for
3
the
weeks
mount?
without food, but they can go only about
Yeah, but
3
when they're under the
days
scorching sun, I
without
think water is more
Water is
important.
our #1 priority. There's got to be water.
I mean,
around
yeah,
here
water is
somewhere.
definitely important for sure.
It's been hours since their last drink.
But you also
Stay
never know
positive
when
and
a
easy.
plane is gonna come by, right?
Not
So,
only am
for
I
example,
thirsty,
you go out, get
I'm
some
cranky.
water, come
But
back,
with dust
and then there's a
not far
plane that's
away,
gone,
Adam
and
at
they
last
don't even
thinks
know
he's
that you have an
struck gold.
SOS.
Oh, thank God.
Hold on there, cowboy. I wouldn't even touch that.
But
Why?
This is stagnant
water is
water.
important as well.
Get
I'm
sick.
not saying that
With
it's
how
not.
thirsty I am, we can't drink any of this?
I think
Nah,
they're
we gotta
just
do it right.
they're both very
Look, when
important.
it comes to water, there are certain things that you just can't do. You can't drink salt water. You can't drink your own urine. You can't drink
What?
murky,
Bear Grylls does
still,
it.
stagnant water. If you do any of those things, you'll end up losing more water than you'll gain. That's all there is to it.
Jamie's right. The smell alone says that this water is not for drinking. And that's not the only bad news.
Dude, it's getting dark.
Yeah, I think we need to stop trying to find water and find a place to sleep instead.
Okay.
It's the survivors' worst
Adam
case
drinks that
scenario.
water.
With the daylight fading, the guys have to abandon their search for
I think
water
anyone would.
and instead make an emergency camp.
Let's just make some mats so we don't have to lay on the bare ground.
I guess no
With
water
no
then.
time to waste, their only option is to literally tape a duct tape sheet straight to the ground.
Oh, with any luck, the bugs will get stuck on the adhesive instead of
Oh,
crawling
the
on
ants.
It's not a good wrap to a not very good day.
There are days when I've been proud of the work that we've done on this show. Escaping from an underwater car.
Oh my god, that's
Firing
crazy.
The world's first hail rocket. Is not one of those days. We built some stuff, but we did not succeed at getting food. We definitely did not succeed at getting water, and consequently, I am both thirsty, famished, uncomfortable,
Oh
and
god,
really
the
tired.
ants
Honestly,
crawling on you.
I'm a little daunted about what tomorrow holds.
MythBusters.
You know, there's an awful lot of footprints on this beach for it being a deserted island and all.
Best not to think about that. You could drive yourself crazy.
The MythBusters started their duct tape survival special with high hopes.
We're stranded on a deserted island with nothing but several miles of duct tape. I'm feeling pretty optimistic about our chances for survival.
And although day one
Milady.
didn't go according to plan,
I can't drink any of this? Crap.
they're beginning day two
About a
by
duct
trying
tape
to stay
cup?
upbeat.
We might as well take this with us.
Yeah, they can make a duct tape cup, but they need to find drinking water, that's the problem. And they need to boil it.
Well, I suppose we could take the two of these we made and put them together and we'd have a nice mattress.
There's no doubt that they are in a sticky situation, but with shoes refitted,
Not pretty, but they get the job done.
Adam grabs some duct tape and sets
They can't
off to
filter
try
the
to
water in a
find
duct tape
drinkable
cup.
water.
But they can use it after.
This time he's heading in the
They can use the
opposite
cup
direction
after.
to yesterday's route.
Clearly these plants are all getting their water from somewhere. I just need to find it.
By following the lusher vegetation, he hopes to increase his chances of finding a water source. But it's still no walk in the park.
I've been walking around for a while, and I still haven't found any water. And what we have here is a classic catch-22. I need water, and I'm burning through a lot of it just to try and find water. If I don't find it soon, it's gonna be bad.
Oh
So
yeah.
let's hope Jamie can do better.
It's hot out here and I'm thirsty. I got water everywhere, but not a drop to drink. Except I can make fresh water out of this salt water
Yeah,
with the sun's help and some duct tape.
he's gotta boil it.
It may sound
Oh,
as though Jamie's been in the sun too long,
It's already getting moist.
But his freshwater from saltwater idea is rooted in reality.
I found water.
He's going to build a device called a solar still, which is considerably more complicated
By the
than
taste of
finding
glue.
salty water in a sandy hole.
Mmm,
A
yum.
solar still uses the sun's rays and condensation to collect water.
And here's how. The hole I've dug is deep enough that it's wet with salt water. Now at the bottom I'll place a collection cup that I've made from duct tape.
Okay.
And above the hole I'm going to put some clear plastic sheeting. The hot sun shines through that and evaporates
Plastic
the water
sheeting?
from sand, leaving the salt
I thought they were only allowed to use duct tape.
behind. The water vapor then condenses
They're
on
cheating.
the cool inside of the plastic surface and drips down into the cup as pure drinkable water.
That's the theory, at least. Let's see how well it works.
Well, having made his well,
That's a big wet hole.
That is a big
and
wet
take
hole.
up a collection cup,
Well, there it is. Guarantee it's waterproof.
all that's missing is the clear plastic overshoot. And for that, Jamie is bending the duct tape rules.
I'm making a duct tape spider web as a framework in
Spider-Man.
which to hold together this stuff, shrink wrap. Now I know what you're saying, it's not duct tape, so why are we using it? Well, it did come on the duct tape pallet.
Ah, you little smart. Ah, I see, I see. Okay, you little cheater. Mmm. 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 Duct tape cup. The duct tape plastic bag. No, they're cheating. They're using the stuff that it came with.
I don't know what I'm gonna use this stuff for, but I bet you it's
Plastic
gonna
wrap
come in real
that
handy.
came with.
And, you know, it's survival. We've got to use everything at our disposal. The thing is that all these little pieces don't really help us so much, but once they're held together into a one big sheet, we're golden.
There we go. Hopefully I didn't use more water making it than it'll make for me.
Guess we'll
The
find
last
out.
step is to carefully position the sheet over the hole.
There we go. That's the ticket.
And almost immediately, there are encouraging signs.
Oh?
All that fog that you can already see forming on the underside of the plastic is what this is all about. It's picking up the moisture from the damp sand, which is evaporating, collecting on the plastic, and eventually
Will
those
drip
will
down.
form larger and larger droplets, which will run downhill into my collection container. Now we just
Wouldn't
have
it
to
take
wait.
like forever?
And while we're waiting,
To get enough
it's
to
back
drink?
our resident island savage.
I've got good news and bad news. The good news is my shoes are holding up well and they're actually getting more comfortable the more I walk.
That's good.
The bad news is the water's a little harder to find than I thought it would be.
And worryingly for everyone, an hour later, and there's still no sign of a stream.
How much water do I need to find?
You don't need much to drink.
Fair
To survive at least. Well, how much is like the bare minimum to survive that your body needs?
bit, actually. Jamie and I are going to need 2 to 3 liters of water each per day in order to survive.
And that's an amount that may also be beyond Jamie's solar still.
There's a lot of moisture collected on the surface of this thing. Let's see if any of it made it down into the receptacle.
It's the moment of truth.
Oh,
2
but you're getting
hours
sand
cooking
in
the
it. That's the
midday sun.
problem.
What's the verdict?
Well, there it is.
Oh, that's not... That's a little, but... It's more than I expected, to be honest. You can survive 3 days? 3 days without water? Or something like that? A little sand never hurt nobody. Mmm, my crunchy water. Mmm, crunch, crunch, crunch. Yummy.
It's pure water, but that's like a quarter of a cup.
With less than 5% of their daily watery needs, it's a disappointing result.
Why does everything have to be so difficult?
But back at the
Ooh,
rumble
river.
in the jungle, Adam's welling up with excitement.
Or lake. Little lake.
It's fresh! All right, water bottles. Half my task is done. I have found fresh water, no small feat, and that's really important for our survival. Now, I simply have to get it back. So I'm going to build something to carry the water.
But in the
A
middle
cup.
of the bush,
Another cup.
Beeping mosquitoes.
That's something that's not as easy as it sounds.
I would kill for a workbench right about now.
Adam's making a kind of tubular bottle that should hold about 10 pints of water, provided, of course, that it doesn't leak.
If I get a single wrinkle in this seam, it's a place where water can get out.
Hmm.
Can't have that. Water's got to go from the pond.
Depends on how much water
into
you
here,
use.
Into here.
It's a painstaking operation.
Or how
But
active you
eventually,
are.
there's only one thing.
I mean, if you're stuck on an island, I think you would be quite active to try and find food and make a shelter, try and find water. So yeah, you'll be quite active running around the island,
Left
trying to
do.
find things.
Oh, it's cold.
Fill it up.
Fill up, baby. Come on. Please hold up.
First impressions are good.
It's working.
Okay. Is it gonna leak?
And second impressions are even better.
Oh,
Seems to be holding. Awesome. I better get back to Jamie. I'll bet he's thirsty.
It's the most crucial survival challenge overcome. Thanks incredibly to duct tape shoes and a duct tape water vessel, Adam sourced a never-ending
that means maybe less than 3 days. They're making it exceptionally hard too. Yeah, because they only have to use duct tape. But he cheated though. He used fucking cling film. Plastic wrap. They had one part, it wouldn't be an issue.
water supply. And that means things are finally looking up. Because for the time being at least, the MythBusters are not going to drop dead.
How did the solar still work?
Well, it worked, but I only got about a half a cup.
Well, I have some good news.
To be fair, you can find plastic in it. Yeah, true. True. Everywhere is littered with plastic now. Tree leaves? Leaf?
How about 6 liters worth?
That's
Huh?
fantastic.
The hunt was worth it.
Oh, look at that.
Cheers!
That's
Good.
Yummy.
You know what I'm ready for now?
What?
A nice, fat, juicy steak.
Time for food?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Steak?
Without doubt, tropical islands can be the very epitome of paradise on Earth. Yet for the MythBusters,
Taste
it's
the
been more
glue.
a case of paradise
Instead of
lost.
Save us.
instead of taste the rainbow, it's taste the glue. Mmm. Yum.
But having finally quenched their thirst,
Cheers!
their duct tape survival is improving.
Well, now that we've got fresh water, it's time to figure out how to get food. Adam's going to tackle the land, and I'm going to tackle the sea.
Oh, fishing.
In other words, it's time to stop starving. But Jamie's first sea scheme to build a duct tape fishing net
It's not bad.
ends with him literally tied up in knots.
Uh-oh.
I swear this is going to be doing permanent psychological damage to me.
With the hunger clock ticking, Jamie decides there's only one
I wonder if they hate duct tape now. I'm spending a whole I was gonna say a whole day on an island, but they spent more than a day on an island. You got the reference?
solution:
Skittles.
spear fishing.
Taste the rainbow.
There we go.
And while Mother Nature does provide the main component,
Give it up, tree. You're going to lose.
duct tape is an integral part.
I might be able to do something with that.
There are 3 things that I can do with the
Ooh.
duct tape to help make a spear. First, it'll allow me to attach and easily replace multiple points on the tip.
Oh, he's going for
I dare
multiple
say any little fish or critter wouldn't really want to get stuck by that.
stabbies.
Then I can also use it to mark the balance point of the shaft, which will help with accuracy.
There we go.
And finally, the line on the end will help me retrieve it once I've thrown it.
Hmm.
I'm going to go catch me some fish.
A fish.
Meanwhile, in the forest, Adam's on a wild chicken run. Literally.
Was that chicken a paid actor? Was he planted there?
I'm really hungry, and I saw some chickens out here. Wild chickens are good eating.
It was you!
Perhaps overcome with hunger,
Spellbinding chicken man.
Right over there.
Adam first tries to catch one
Wait, I thought you were the Hulk. New glue flavor glue.
by simply chasing it.
Flies? Nobody told me chickens could fly.
Clearly, chasing them is a low percentage game.
My
I'm
god.
gonna need to outsmart them and make some kind of trap. I'm thinking
You're a fast
snare.
chicken there, Spellbinding.
Usually consisting of an anchored wire noose, snare traps are one of the simplest of all
Rabbit.
hunting tools. But can one made of woven duct tape really work?
Thank God I studied all that baton twirl.
Oh, yeah?
Now the whole idea of the snare is that this loop sits unassumingly on the ground until a chicken walks by it, and then I yank it, and hopefully I catch a chicken by the leg.
Yeah, but how are you gonna get it
Now it's a waiting game.
there?
And while
You need
Adam
bait.
waits, let's cut to the chase with Jamie.
Well, what I've got to do is pretty straightforward. Spot a fish and spear it.
Like snaring a chicken, it sounds easy in theory.
Okay, fish.
Oh,
Hold still. Oh,
But in practice,
yeah.
it's a beach.
Oh.
why did he just get in the water and just stab it from there?
I'm not leaving here without dinner.
On the plus side, though, the duct tape spear's holding up well.
I like my little string. Worked like a treat. Now if I can just get the fish to hold still. Just like this.
I don't know if those-
Reel. Spearfishing is all about patience.
The wood is gonna be sharp enough.
It's not like they're gonna
if you
sit
throw it.
there like ducks and wait for you to spear them. You've gotta just hang out, wait for the right time, and then throw.
And there's no time like the present.
Ah! Yeah!
You got one?
It's about time.
At last, he's nailed it.
Oh yeah, baby. Sushi for dinner.
It's a great result,
Mmm.
Sorry, little buddy, it's for a good cause. Yeah, I know.
For a
especially
good
because in the
cause.
jungle, Adam's snare affair is a dud. Consequently, he's
No
been
chicken
busy
tonight.
taping up Plan C.
Having been unable to coax a bird into my snare, I've changed direction, and I'm not actually building a duct tape spiderweb here. I'm building a net that'll lay across the forest floor, and when a chicken walks across it,
Why is he whispering? Why are we whispering?
I'll snatch him up, kind of like the Ewoks from Star Wars.
Aye, because if anyone knows about hunting in forests, it's the Ewoks.
Getting close. Now it's time to conceal it.
So surely this is a home run.
The net is concealed on the forest floor here. I'm hoping to chase a chicken through,
It's a lot
From
of
this
great
direction.
grandparent of the
and I can
chicken.
be as far back as 15 feet behind him. And I gotta just lean on this line, and all of these sidelines go up, along with the net, along with the chicken. And that's
And then we're having chicken.
Moments later, Adam carefully corrals some passing poultry into the danger zone. Until
Yeah, get him. Hey, no! Ah, so close.
squirted right out the side.
the force is strong with this one.
There he is, taunting me. Taunting me. He's like, in your face, MythBuster.
But a quick reset later, and Adam's soon on the prowl once more.
Stupid chicken, he's back for seconds. Have you not learned? Oh my god. Dumb chicken. Got him that time.
I got it. I got the chicken. Look, look, look. My net. My net caught the chicken. How you doing there, buddy?
Mmm, dinner time. Yum. Because chickens have T-Rex DNA. Oh, I see, I see. Can't believe he actually got it. Poor chicken. We eat chicken all the time. What's wrong with that?
We're gonna eat good tonight.
Ain't that the truth? With 2 food groups captured in one day, it's another tick for the talented tape. But before moving on to the next survival challenge, here's a quick word from our sponsor.
Sponsor?
For those of you playing at home, I just want to be clear that this is in fact a wild chicken of Hawaii, and we did chase it, and we did catch it in my net. We are not, however, going to kill it, cook it, and eat it.
Oh, no! Why? No, why no good chicken? Yummy, yummy. Dino nuggets. Have a new meaning. Go outside and eat a chicken right now. I don't have chickens near me.
Chicken you see us eating later in the episode, it was store-bought.
See? They have they're cheating. They're cheating.
Food has featured in many an episode of MythBusters.
That is so wrong.
But rarely is it ever actually eaten.
Tenderizing steak with explosives.
Now that's
But on
explosive
day
steak.
3 of this duct tape survival special,
I got the chicken.
food is finally on the menu.
Yeah! Sushi for dinner.
Provided, of course, that the MythBusters can cook up.
It's time to do the most primordial of human inventions. It's time to build a fire.
Fire
How is this gonna
time.
Jeez, I'm crow. Come on. It's going to work by friction, specifically the friction between this piece of wood and a base piece of wood, created by what's called a friction bow. I have a duct tape string stretched on a piece of bamboo, and I will roll it back and forth, which will cause this stick to spin very rapidly, hopefully creating enough friction to
You can go somewhere and it will be open. For you, it's 3 a.m.
create an ember, which will be the germ of my fire.
The so-called
A lot of things here
bone
close
drill
at like
is
10.
one of the most traditional ways to start a flame.
Oh, I don't want to get optimistic yet.
It's also one
But
of
then
the
like a
hardest.
Thursday or Friday, they close at like 12.
Oh, no.
But Adam tries, and tries again, until at last his duct tape bow goes ballistic.
Oh, he got it.
I got it!
Oh
Jimmy!
shit.
I got it! It took for freaking ever!
And once the fire really takes hold,
Now we're cooking.
it's not long before dinner is
Oh.
served.
Not bad living here on the deserted island.
Yep. Nothing beats home cooking.
Nope.
It's got a whole bucket of KFC, man. Oh my goodness.
With food and fire now sorted, the real life and death hurdles have been cleared comfortably. But there's a lot more to taming an island paradise than that.
Time for a
And
house.
next, it's time to better their abode.
Let's just make some mats so we don't have to lay on the bare ground.
Where it's fair to say that there
Duct tape
is
pot.
room for improvement.
Ah, that's nasty.
Duct tape bucket. Chicken bucket.
So as a new day dawns, Adam's searching for some respectable real estate. And this'll do.
Ah! Look at that! It's beautiful!
We're gonna build a treehouse.
It's like a cathedral. This is the perfect place for us to set up a more permanent camp. Ah! I love it! One of the reasons this place is perfect is I can string a couple of hammocks.
Ooh, hammocks.
Hammocks are great, not just because they're comfy. Thank you. But in an unfamiliar place, you don't really want to sleep on the ground. You don't want to give yourself such easy access to things like, I don't know, centipedes and scorpions and
Oh,
other
scorpions.
things I don't want to think about.
Adam, how come you used up all our good duct tape rope on those hammocks?
Jamie, stranded on a deserted island for weeks. I want to be comfortable when I sleep.
Is he losing his mind?
I don't really care how I sleep. I could sleep on a pile of rocks and millipedes. I wouldn't care.
Oh no.
There goes nothing.
It's gonna snap. It's gonna snap. It's gonna snap.
Oh. Oh.
God damn, look how low it goes.
Oh. Wow. This is seriously comfortable. Like, I'm not even kidding, for television comfortable.
Look at them
As
shoes.
home renovations go, it's a solid start. But there's much more to this castaway crib than good hang time.
Oh, hello. I'm so glad you've stopped by. Welcome to Banyan Estates. Can I give you the grand tour?
Oh,
This
yes,
is the
please.
Master accommodations with
Oh.
a master bed and shelter and rain catcher all in one, with a nice foot mat so one can get in and out of bed without having to wear shoes. The
Fancy.
guest accommodations are almost as nice, with a guest rain catcher and roof, along with extra rope for anything that needs rope. It's all the comforts of home on your own deserted island.
Very nice.
And if that weren't enough,
I can't tell you how
What about
good it is to
some
sit
chairs?
for all this time.
What about some
Adam
duct
goes
tape
the extra on
pillows?
MythBusters Mile by building a table and chairs
Now for the pieces.
and a chess set, which should
Huh?
give their duct tape camp that little bit of luxury.
Hey!
Oh no.
Meanwhile, Jamie's
You
been
made a chess set? Oh my god. Okay.
taking an experimental tangent.
These waves make me wonder. Maybe I could make a surfboard
Oh.
out of duct tape.
Yep, with
Let's go
hunger and thirst
surfing.
no longer an issue, Jamie's decided to get gnarly.
So why surfing? Well, what's the point in surviving if you can't have any
I've never
fun?
been surfing before.
And fun in this case comes courtesy of some duct tape pontoons,
That's the last one.
each stuffed with bamboo for support and reeds for buoyancy.
The surfboard came together pretty much the way that I had planned. It's 4 pontoons that are all taped together into one big thing that is the size and shape of a surfboard, more or less, and I imagine it'll work like one.
Okay, let's
Time
see
to
how
go
it goes.
Despite the optimism, there is a major drawback.
What's the drawback?
Look at that.
Jamie's never surfed in his life.
Oh, like me. You got this. Let's go.
And learning on a slightly leaky duct tape surfboard was
Whee!
never going to be plain sailing.
It's kind of working though. It is.
Well, that was exhausting.
He just doesn't know how to
I'm actually
surf
kinda
like me.
happy with it, because I learned that while duct tape is okay at
Oh,
sealing
look at that
things
rainbow.
up, it's not perfect, and eventually stuff can leak. So if you build something that's relying on sealed pontoon, then you're screwed, because you've got no ability to bail it or empty it out in any way, and it's going to sink. So failure as a surfboard, yes, but success as an experiment.
Yeah, at least you
And
got
the
some.
only
He got some fun out of it, right? That's good.
success, because physical exercise, along with mental stimulation,
I don't think we've ever actually played a game of chess together before.
are two very important goals for any
Oh,
survivalist.
the ant wants to
Bug
play.
on my bishop.
It is actually a proven fact that keeping yourself mentally acute with something like a game of chess makes you better at problem solving. And surviving in a situation like this is all about problem solving. Checkmate.
Nicely done.
Thank you.
Which means another key target in the survival challenge
All
has
right.
been met.
Thick.
And that leaves only one thing.
Escape.
Luckily, it's not this.
Well, we found water, we found food, we made shelter with duct tape. I'm pretty sure a couple of you are going to email me and ask me, why didn't you try wiping your butts with duct tape?
Oh, no, 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 no. That shit's rough as shit. What the hell? Hell no.
That I say, really, give me a break. Give me a big fat freaking break. You want to try this? I certainly don't. Not part of this episode. It's a family show.
It's a family show.
Although Adam and Jamie's island survival's not gone quite this well, It has been a resounding success. Because after 4 days as duct tape castaways, they're physically
Duct
fresh,
tape castaways.
mentally focused,
Oh, crap. I'm in check.
and so well fed that
Oh,
a nosy
wait,
chicken
it's a new chicken. Wait, they had 2 chickens?
is more pet than picnic.
By the way, what's with the chicken?
Oh, well, that's Wilson. He's my new friend.
Oh no.
So with their short-term survival sorted, the Mythbusters are dreaming of one final thing: escape.
He's sleeping too.
We
Aww.
made ourselves a nice little home on this island. Duct tape's provided us everything we need. Food, fire, water. We can stay here as long as we like, but rescue's not coming. It's time for us to get ourselves off this island.
In other words, it's time to build a boat. So, cue the banyan tree.
You'd get attached and no one to leave him behind. True, if you were alone and then there was a chicken, I mean, it depends. Like, if you have extra sources of food, then you might get attached to the chicken and it becomes your companion, your friend. But if you need food, the chicken has to go. If he cuddles you, it's over. We're bonded.
Brainstorm.
So, we gotta make a duct tape boat, and it's gotta be ocean worthy for probably a significant distance. We're gonna have to have a couple weeks worth of water, a couple weeks worth of food,
Bailers.
bailers, yeah.
It's gonna have to be pretty good size, like 20 feet or so.
What about a canoe design where we paddle?
Canoe.
Yeah, a canoe design's pretty efficient, but if we do that, we're gonna have to make outriggers.
You mean like one of those pontoon things off to the side?
Yeah, for stability.
We'll make it all out of duct tape and bamboo.
It's light and it's strong.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Our boat design is pretty straightforward. It's basically going to be a canoe. It's going to be about 20 feet long. This should
Okay.
leave plenty of room for both me and Jamie and all the provisions we're going to need for our ocean journey. The canoe will also
Oh, they're bringing the chicken. They are attached to the chicken.
have an outrigger for stability. Its frame could be made out of bamboo, and it's going to be skinned in several layers of duct tape.
Said
Duct
like
tape.
that, it sounds easy.
Bamboo! We can totally use this.
Yeah.
But this project will put all of their other island innovations firmly in the shade.
We're no strangers to building duct tape boats, but for the first one, we had steel and a welder to make the frame.
It's pretty.
This time you don't
Here,
have that.
All we've got is this
Sticks.
stuff and duct tape, and that's a whole different
Sticks,
kettle of
bamboo.
fish. And so you kind of have to build your own work table, your own jig, because otherwise you end up with this stuff full of dirt and pine needles and everything's all sloppy.
Yeah, yucky.
We can't have that, especially when we're talking about a waterproof boat.
So having jerry-rigged a jig,
Perfect.
Oh,
Adam and Jamie first focus on the canoe's bamboo mainframe, starting with the sides.
hello, Puffin.
That's already feeling like a boat. One in front, one in back, paddling.
Canoe.
This is just wide enough to sit inside there.
Next, the guys turn their attention to the hull's base.
That's gonna be awesome.
Then they position a myriad of internal cross struts for
Dude,
maximum
this would be
strength.
fun as a kid, not gonna lie.
Everything, of course, bound together with duct
It's gonna be so fun. Oh, it would be so
Degree
fun.
to which the stickiness of duct tape precludes the need for knots is one of
You
my
remember this
favorite qualities
episode?
of it.
Except that knots you can untie.
Yes, this is true.
with the
Do this
rest
with
of the
ice
structure
cream
time-lapsed
sticks? Yeah, but on this scale?
into place.
Rotate your boat.
The guys add tension to shape the frame, courtesy of a rock and a root.
There we go.
That's awesome.
The boat
No.
design we have here is basically a canoe. And that's fine if you're on a lake, but we're not. We're on the ocean, and we need a lot more stability so we don't tip over in the waves. Now, the traditional way of
You're talking
dealing with that
talking about
is
like
with
as a
an
kid, you
outrigger.
can do it
And so
with
that's
ice
what
cream
we're gonna put on
sticks.
this.
The outrigger is like the canoe's baby brother. It too has a bamboo frame.
Ah,
And it too needs
Right.
a duct tape skin.
We're gonna skin this boat once with the tape facing out. Attention to detail means the boat doesn't leak. Then we're gonna skin it again
No
with the
leaky
tape
leaks.
facing in. My fingers are raw from being stuck to tape repeatedly. Ow. This should give us a really secure, leathery duct
Yeah.
tape skin.
They would have to hate duct tape after this. I would. If you're spending all day using duct tape and it's getting stuck to your fucking fingers and all sorts, I would fucking hate duct tape.
Hopefully keeps the water out.
You'd have PTSD.
You know, Adam, I sure hope this works.
You get duct tape out to
You
fucking
and
fix
me
something and it's
both,
like,
man.
ugh.
It's
Ugh.
a time-consuming
Getting closer.
and somewhat painful process.
Ow. All this sticky stuff is giving me nightmares.
Yeah,
But
see what I
after
mean?
a full 6 hours, their rescue raft is as good as done.
You're like, look at that!
I think this is going to work great.
That is really, really pretty. Well, a
I
couple
mean,
dozen
it looks good. Oh, okay.
rolls of duct tape, a couple 100 feet of bamboo, and
It looks good.
some ingenuity. I am super pleased.
But is it
with how
gonna-
this
is it
boat
gonna
has
hold
turned
up?
out. My fingers are raw
Is it
from
gonna leak?
tearing so many thousands of pieces of tape, and I think it might just be seaworthy.
Ready to carry it out?
Ready as I'll ever be.
All right.
Let's do it.
Let's find out.
I'm pretty happy with our little boat.
Oh, watch out, don't trip.
Relatively light and strong between the bamboo and the duct tape, and yet this thing's over 20 feet. That's a big boat to be able to pick up, and I think it's going to hold up fine.
The MythBusters canoe confidence is high. But with sunset approaching,
That's it. Those are all our provisions.
Oh my god, they still have so much duct tape left. Damn.
her maiden voyage will have to wait.
What was a little crab there? Did you see him poking out?
MythBusters Duct Tape Island adventure has been eventful, to say the least.
Jamie and I, we've had our highs. Oh, I got the chicken! We've had our lows.
I'm thirsty, and I actually think I've
Overcrafted?
got ants in my hair.
What, the
Now we're
boat?
determined that it's time to go home. So, we've built ourselves a boat. We have provisioned it for at least a few weeks at sea, and soon we're about to head out into the great blue yonder to try and get ourselves home.
And when Adam says they provisioned it for a few
The
weeks,
duct tape.
he's not exaggerating.
Here's what we're taking on our journey. We got rope, we got fishing line, we got bailers, oars, duct tape, we have tarps, we have water bags, food bags, and a fishing spear.
Had too much in the
That doesn't help
crafting
us make it.
queue. Oh.
We weren't meant to.
God damn
I think
it.
we're ready to put it in, huh?
Let's carry it down.
All right. At this point, we've found that duct tape is not a perfect solution for anything. But with some creativity,
That tarp on the left reminds me of the one in the forest. You know when you open up your menu and you have all your stuff in the forest? It reminds me of that.
in a pinch, it's an adequate solution for just about everything. Now, whether it'll hold up to a boat that has to get us across the ocean, there's only one way to find out.
They got some more duct tape at the back there in the front to do quick repairs. Oh
As
god.
the guys clamber in, it's worth highlighting that the one thing they don't have is a map.
It's working.
Oh yeah, baby!
Like real castaways, they're simply going to paddle until they find land. or
Holy
sink.
shit.
Pontoon's looking great.
But with the breaking waves approaching, sinking is a very real possibility.
It's working quite well for now. Oh shit.
It took it. It's another one coming. It's bigger.
Uh-oh! Dude! Oh,
Wait. Hold on.
It's another one coming. It's bigger.
There's buildings in the background. They weren't stranded at all. It's fake. Oh my god.
dude! Oh,
There we go.
There's no two ways about it. Those breakers were intense.
It's working quite well though.
Remember, we're sitting there in a canoe made of duct tape, paddling towards waves that are like 3 or 4 feet higher than the prow of our boat.
Oh, big wave.
It was absolutely terrifying, but once we made it past, totally knew we had passed one of the worst hurdles we could, and the boat was going to be okay.
Adam's right. Having survived the breakers,
How does she look like she's holding up in the water?
the main question
Damn, it's
now
doing really well.
Great.
is whether the canoe will hold together long enough for them to find civilization.
While duct tape's adhesive qualities are impressive, there's two things that can cause it to become less sticky: water and heat.
Man, it is hot out here.
Given that we're in the ocean and it's about 90 degrees, we've got both in spades, but the only bailing I'm having to do so far
Adam, I've got a little water back here.
Uh-oh.
is of water that's being splashed into the boat rather than any sort of leak.
Are you saying my oar technique sucks?
2 hours in, and with their island now a distant memory,
I
Oh my
can't see
God.
the shore anymore.
We're in open water now.
Adam and Jamie start raiding their provisions. First water,
You want some?
and then food.
Oh, the chicken.
3 hours in,
The KFC.
an impromptu fishing stop
There, right there.
Wait, how are they gonna
is all
cook
that
it?
slowed them down.
I think you missed it.
Is that raw fish?
The boat is doing beautifully. Honestly, it's exceeding all possible expectations I could have had for its performance. The pontoon is staying afloat, not taking on more water than we can handle. We got enough.
I also like how they completely duct taped the GoPros to try and hide them. You see it? They're like fully like duct taped all around. That's funny.
supplies. All we got now is time.
And although that time is causing some boredom issues,
You know, Jamie, this one time in New York.
You already told me that story.
Sorry.
MythBusters' morale is high.
One of my favorite sandwiches is a BLT with avocado and aioli.
For me,
Avocado.
I'd say there's nothing
Ew.
like a good old hamburger. A really nice one.
As 3 hours becomes 4,
Dude, I'm gonna take a little break, okay?
and 4 becomes 5.
Oh, he's sleepy.
Hope we're not paddling in circles.
Let's
Tea
put
time.
this maritime masterpiece in context. Adam and Jamie's yesterday's news broke apart in 20 minutes. Their duct tape dinghy was on the water not much longer,
Try not to put your feet through the bottom.
and their Alcatraz escape raft was an accident waiting to happen.
Oh my God.
But their duct tape canoe has now been in the open ocean for over half a day
God
and
damn.
is still going strong.
You know, dude, this boat, strongest case yet. The duct tape is a frickin' miracle material.
Yeah, there's no underestimating the power of duct tape.
With neither a leak nor a tear, you might say it's been plain sailing. And what's more,
Dude, land!
I see it.
at last, after close to 7 hours at sea, land looms
Yeah,
large on the
sure.
horizon.
Dude, we are saved!
7 hours, huh?
So,
And what that means is it's mission accomplished. Because their final challenge to build a seaworthy boat and escape their myth-worthy deserted island has
The same
all their
beach,
other
yeah.
duct tape demands
know.
been a total triumph.
I can't believe this boat actually held up.
I know!
A little duct tape.
But
boat
yeah,
would
most
break.
of it is fake, but it is funny to watch.
Held up through the breakers,
There we go.
Wow!
held up in the open water, and it held up in the sun.
Yeah!
And it did that despite only weighing about 100 pounds,
Okay, I'm out.
I'm out!
which for a boat that size is incredibly lightweight. I've got to say, I'm pretty impressed with the duct tape right now.
Excellent.
Well, duct tape's the stuff. Not only did it help us survive on the island, it helped us get off the island, and ultimately, it helped us find civilization.
Adam, it's the same island.
Oh, there you go. Okay, that was pretty good. I enjoyed that. Even though most of it was fake, they did put on a show. That was good.